Alright, welcome back to the channel, Warhammer Man Studios. I'm Warhammer Man, and today we've got our pre-orders up and they are live. So, first and foremost, getting started here with the Slaves to Darkness. Very cool set. So it is $199 for the Slaves to Darkness army set. Just curious here, it is restricted on Games Workshop's site to 2. I think that's a good idea. Not sure that it's necessary. But this is a really nice set. Unfortunately, it does have a low model count, but all 14 models are brand new. It's a brand new Battletome. Honestly, got to give it to them on this one. I do like this set, and we have broken down the value on this, and it looks like it's probably going to be over $300 in value, which means we're getting at least like 33% savings, probably closer to 40%. So I can definitely get behind this one. I did go ahead and pick one up myself. So pretty excited for these new models here. Really nice looking set, and I'm sure a lot of people out there have been waiting for the Slaves to Darkness for a long time, including myself. And then next we have a new Battletome for the Ogre Mawtribes. So we have the limited edition special cover, 90 bucks for that one. We know that's limited to 500 copies, so if you do want one of those, don't hesitate. We know that is worldwide. And then also we have the Battletome Ogre Mawtribes, just regular Battletome, 55 bucks for that. And then we got the Warscroll cards as well, 35 for those. Definitely a cool tool to have, as it does include some tokens and stuff. And then we have the new Vanguard Ogre Mawtribes. So that Vanguard set for the Ogre Mawtribes, again, we did the breakdown on that. We had to kind of, bend it around a little bit because these aren't offered in twos, so we just cut the price in half on the boyz. But essentially that came out to, again, between like 35 and 40% savings. So that is a nice bundle, a nice starter force as well. I definitely think that is a good one. And then we see some old school models coming back as well, the Man Eaters. So there's 3 of these Man Eaters in the set. Very cool models overall, 90 bucks for the 3 of them. Okay, so this kit comprises 15 resin components. So they are all resin still. So again, anybody that's interested in these cool models, but they are in fact resin according to Games Workshop still. All right, and then next we have the new Bloodpelt Hunter. So this guy is super cool. I really like the model. 45 bucks is pricey for this guy though. You could definitely pick up an entire kit and convert this guy and still come in at or around that $45 point. I suspect we're going to be seeing some pretty awesome conversions. I do like this model a lot, but paying 35 or 40 bucks is a lot for a character, but 45 is just getting a little ridiculous. Again, really like the model. He is going to be larger than like your average human size. Obviously the ogre is going to be bigger, but again, 45 bucks. Yikes. Next we have the Vanguard Sylvaneth as well. So again, this thing looking pretty light here. The picture is like honestly a little embarrassing. 130 bucks for this, but it is a giant treeman. And then 3 of these guys are pretty large. And you do have a couple different ways you can build all of those kits in there. And then, of course, you're going to get, 5 of these little guys and then a character. It is a nice starting force. It's probably better than, like, the redundancy of the old kit where it was just, like, smashed full of dryads and there was, like, very little other stuff in there. But the truth is, man, it is tough to pitch $130 for 10 miniatures. I mean, when you look at it straight up, it's like, okay, you're paying 13 bucks a piece for these guys. Now, again, I mean, it's a nice set and everything. It's a good core starter army, I think. But none of the models are new. And, again, just the model count for me, it's just like a little bit embarrassing, honestly. The picture is kind of embarrassing with a $130 price tag on it. Next, we have the Promethium tanks on Cargo 8 Ridge Hauler trailer. So 60 bucks for that bag up. Boy, you get 2 of those Promethium tanks on the trailer and then a couple little accessories as well. Or alternatively, you can go with just the Promethium tank refueling station, which is just double down on the Promethium tanks, but no trailer. So realistically, that puts the Promethium tanks at $23.50, for 2 of those. So basically, you're paying like 37 bucks for the trailer right here, which is in line with what you would normally pay anyway. So you're getting a deal either way. No, I think if you're going to pick one of these up, you got to just buy what you want. But the truth is, you could probably 3D print or convert something pretty formidable for a substitute. If you're into that. This, to me, not really groundbreaking. I do love Games Workshop's terrain. but this didn't really get me excited nearly as much as some of the other stuff. Next, we have the Goliath Vehicle Gang cards, $16.50 for those. We had the Warscroll cards for Sons of Bahemat, $35 for those. A little disappointing to see that, this is half as many cards as the rest of the factions, but still the same price. They could at least make the cards like extra big or something. Hate to see it. And next we have that Sisters of Battle Marvel. So this is like the first 5 issues of that graphic novel, that comic book, all combined into one book here. $18 for that. We have Shadowsun, the Patient Hunter, limited edition. Very, very cool cover right here. $65 for that bad boy. This will probably sell out. If you are interested in this one, I wouldn't hesitate. These do tend to go pretty quick. There are 2,000 total copies signed and numbered. So again, if you are interested in this one, don't want to hesitate, as these limited editions do go pretty quick. That is super cool. I really like the overall look of this. Very nice. Signed by Phil Kelly. Cool little setup right there. $65. So cool little setup right there. $65 for the Shadowsun Patient Hunter, and 2,000 copies worldwide. And then we have Conquest Unbound for $16. Inferno Presents for $16. Kragnos, the Avatar of Destruction. Again, the same. Only War Stories from the 41st Imperium. Lots of these $16 hollows. The Successor, the Eisenhorn Omnibus, $21 for that one. And then we have all of our squats, aka the Votan. So this is kind of, basically we can see now the effect of the nerf has had on the Votan line, as obviously absolutely nothing is sold out. So I guess that's a good thing as a consumer. You still have full access to any of those units you're interested in, including the big old bundle of zero savings for $687. But the truth is, if you're an investor and Games Workshop is a publicly traded company, you want them to be selling out their new releases and making lots and lots of money, not necessarily appeasing to the fans or gamers at the cost of your sales. So, as a player, I think it's great to go ahead and balance the game and do all kinds of positive stuff. But as a investor, or, from a business standpoint, obviously coming out, nerfing an army right before you sell a ton of it is a horrible, horrible idea from a business standpoint. They should have done what they've done with every other army. They should have released the army, waited till the data came in, and if it was too strong then, they should have nerfed it, because they would have made all those sales. So arguably, Games Workshop was doing the right thing, so that people didn't buy models that would later on get nerfed, or they were just pandering to a small complaining community. Either way, bad business decision, in my opinion. And right now, with everything going on in the world, with the weakness in the pound and all of the craziness, the last thing you should be doing as a business is doing things that are bad for business. So in my opinion, terrible decision to nerf the Votan, at least so badly in advance. And now we're seeing it reflected in sales. So there's still thousands and thousands of the Votan army boxes out there. And then obviously absolutely nothing from the new line has sold out. So poor decision by Games Workshop. But we know, obviously there's a strong argument that they are run by hamsters. And everybody knows that while hamsters are cute and cuddly, they're just definitely not the best business people. And they are prone to unexpected naps as well. Just interesting thing to know. So, but I think that's it. So cool stuff here. Definitely exciting. I did pick up the new Slaves to Darkness. I'm not an Ogre player. I do really like them. I like the models and everything. I'm sure this is exciting for people. I would have loved to see more than one new model. I do like this guy. He's a little on the pricey side. Would have been cool to see like at least one unit get a range like kind of refresh or something like that. Or maybe at least like some kind of new sprues or accessories. Just something to kind of bring them up to date. They're definitely... the models themselves are a little dated, in my opinion. The characters all look great, but just the overall regular ogres... as far as the Sylvaneth are concerned, great models. Absolutely love it. My only problem here, honestly, is just the model count. Would have just been cool to see some more stuff filling up that picture, creating that value. So, and then obviously the Promethium tanks and stuff, cool, but not really jumping out at me. I got plenty of other cooler terrain that I'd rather work on or paint. Speaking of which, I got a cool video coming up. And then, of course, I may end up picking this up. I do like it. I think it was the first issue of the Sisters of Battle comic book. It was pretty cool and everything. It's cool to have something reading around there. This looks super, super cool. Definitely a fan of the Shadowsun Patient Hunter. I'm sure people are excited for that. But that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this week. So obviously Games Workshop paying the piper on its Voton decisions. Arguably good for the game, but definitely bad for business. And we'll see how that's reflected going into the future as we work through this fourth quarter and the end of the year. So that's it for today. Let me know what you're going to be picking up, what you're excited about. And always like to hear back from you guys. Appreciate all the positivity, all the growth. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to like and subscribe this video. Really helps out the channel. It's absolutely free and it's the best way you can show your support. And if you are into these daily reaction, review, and news videos, if you're into painting, modeling, conversion tutorials, check out the playlist. And we do everything from Warhammer 40,000, Kill Team, Necromunda, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, and of course some Horus Heresy as well. Pretty much any of the Games Workshop tabletop games. That's it for today. I am Warhammer Man. This is Warhammer Man Studios, and I'm out of here.